Coming up on our first episode of Montgomery Arts Infusion, we'll meet a Montgomery County veteran who's healing his wounds of war through art.
This is Montgomery Arts Infusion, your video guide to Montgomery County's visual, audio, and performing arts. I'm Michael Bobbitt. We're coming to you from North Bethesda's The Music Center at Strathmore with amazing stories about our arts community. From here, Montgomery Arts Infusion, MAI for short, will take you to meet a wounded warrior who uses his art to heal post-traumatic stress disorder at a Glen Echo gallery, a middle school teacher who is following her dreams now because of Kensington's Arts on the Block, the magician behind Olney Theater's The Magic Play, and much more. We begin with Susan Kennedy, introducing us to a retired medic and wounded warrior who heals the invisible wounds of war with his art.
A piece of glass catches the light perfectly and comes to life with color. Smooth, textured, bright, or dark, each piece tells the story of Sergeant Stephen Liu. Walk into the Parkview Gallery at Glen Echo, and you are in the midst of a display where the fragmentation of thoughts and feelings have been brought together through art. Stephen creates lots of art, but his glass boat has special meaning.
That's me on the right, and on the left my brother.
Stephen's family emigrated to the United States from Vietnam.
This is the boat.
They arrived in Hong Kong after spending 2 months on a boat. After 7 years in a refugee camp, they came to the U.S.
I make this piece to honor our medics.
Stephen Liu is a retired medic. During his 3 deployments, he had to prepare 822 bodies to be transported back to the States.
You start seeing young people, and you don't see just one, and you see mass.
The post-traumatic stress didn't hit Stephen until he came home.
I held the hands of the wounded as they take their last breath. Now I can't slow down my own breathing.
He spent time at Walter Reed where he had the opportunity to do some painting. But then he met artist Sue Hill, who agreed to take Stephen on as her student at the Glen Echo Glass Studio. There are days that are still challenging. There are specific sounds, triggers that can throw him.
Always.
But he's working through that.
Last week, one of the other girls came in and turned on one of the saws, which would normally send him almost through the ceiling. He didn't even flinch.
Art has a way of healing. People can say things they don't have any words for. When others see Stephen's work, there's quiet acknowledgement. He has sold several of his pieces during the gallery show, and he's donating the proceeds so veterans like Jonathan can experience what he has, the ability to find meaning and value through creativity.
The artwork is not just my story, it's the story of all the veterans.
Reporting from Glen Echo, I'm Susan Kennedy for Montgomery Arts Infusion.
That's amazing.
Thank you, Susan. In a recent Glen Echo Park exhibition, Stephen showed more than 30 mixed media pieces. Find out how you can keep up with the artist and his art at our website, mainfusion.org. Next, we meet Aslan Land, a middle school teacher who turned her passion for art into a livelihood thanks to Kensington's Arts on the Block. Now she's helping others. Crystal Park reports.
Local artist Aslan Lands is one of the artists featured at the Artomatic Gallery exhibit in Arlington, Virginia. Although Lands was always interested in art, she credits Arts on the Block for making her passion a reality.
Arts on the Block was very pivotal in making me serious about art as a career in the future. It's actually one of the main factors in me deciding to go to art school. There aren't really many artists in my family. There are lots of creative people, but no one who's specifically doing art as a career.
As a middle school art teacher, Lan says she sees incredible talent every day.
Some of them might choose to be professional artists. Some of them might want to be in a design career like graphic design or architecture. Others are really interested in the kind of gritty trade skills that come with building mosaics and installing them permanently, and they might be interested in construction or some kind of career in development.
For the next generation, Lan advises,
One of the main things that I always teach my students is if you want someone to really be interested in your art or into you, or just be true to who you are, and they will see that through the artwork.
In Kensington, I'm Crystal Park.
Thanks, Crystal. Arts on the Block has created more than 150 projects that are now installed in public and private spaces in our area. Looking for ways to experience more arts in Montgomery County? Here's a calendar of things to watch out for.
Explore the creative voices and cultural happenings all around you. CultureSpotMC.com is your online destination for original stories, discount tickets, and local events in Montgomery County. Here's a sneak peek of what you can discover today at CultureSpotMC.com. Experience something extraordinary at CultureSpotMC.com.
Hi, I'm actor-magician Brett Schneider. Get a look inside the Magic Play at Olney Theater Center coming up next on Montgomery Arts and Fusion.
Hi, I'm Michael Bobbitt. Montgomery County has an infinite number of stories to tell about the arts. We're coming to you from North Bethesda's The Music Center at Strathmore with some of them. An award-winning magician dazzled audiences at Olney Theater as a leading man. Being both an actor and a magician makes Brett Schneider the perfect fit for a play about love and magic. Schneider recently spoke to our Phyllis Armstrong.
The point is this.
With a sleight of hand, the magician captivates audiences at Olney Theater Center.
He is a master at controlling a situation, but presenting the facade that he has given up control to you.
Would you please very loudly name on number 1 through 10? 8. The number is 8.
In the Magic Play, actor and professional magician Brett Schneider manipulates others' experiences on stage and in life.
And when he's so good at that in his shows and in his performance, he can't help but to use those same skills in intimate relationships.
Schneider employs the illusions he perfected doing shows and competitions to draw the audience into his performances. The Magic Play does not tell his life story, but its theme of love and deception is universal.
In a way, it's almost like, you stack the deck with your strengths, you misdirect away from your weaknesses. And that's what's at play here.
It is so true.
It is so true, and that's why I think everyone can relate to it.
The main stage at Olney Theater proved to be a perfect setting for the play.
The Olney's a special place. We want to bring this story to that space.
Are you sure?
The play produces surprises, from laughter to tears, as the audience and the magician build a connection.
It's almost as if he's in confession with the audience. I need them as much as they need me. I need them to tell the story.
In the end, the story behind the magician's illusions asks whether we can ever truly love without revealing our true selves.
We came to the theater and made everyone around us disappear.
Phyllis Armstrong in Olney for Montgomery Arts and Fusion.
Thank you, Phyllis. Olney Theater's exciting summer lineup includes the contemporary play Proof and the classic musical My Fair Lady, and more. I'm sitting now with Nancy Florine, a county council member at large. She's also a member of Strathmore's board of directors. Welcome, Nancy.
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're here with us today. Good.
Beautiful day and a beautiful place.
I agree with you. I love this place here. Tell us a little bit about Strathmore. What makes Strathmore a special place for residents of Montgomery County?
Well, you know, it really sings to the soul. It creates an environment where everyone's welcome. It has fabulous programming. And it's a huge boon for Montgomery County economic development, frankly. And it adds to everyone's quality of life. And it gives people pleasure just to look at the place.
Do you have a favorite memory of a performance you've seen here?
Oh gosh, usually it's the last one I saw. That's the thing about Strathmore. It really speaks to so many people in so many different ways. It's really, really neat.
And I know you're on the board of directors here. Can you tell us a little bit about why you chose to be on the board of directors?
Well, I'm the council's representative to the board of directors, and I really wanted to be on the board because, frankly, I'm a neighbor. I live around the corner, and my community watched this being built. My neighbors participate as volunteers in Strathmore, and certainly as attendees at its performances. And, you know, I like to keep an eye on it for them, plus remind them of some of the politics that they have to deal with on a periodic basis. It's really important. This is not an inexpensive operation, yet they have spread their wings. They're reaching out to all parts of the county in terms of programming, bringing in new communities that don't ordinarily see themselves on the stage. And that's really important. So it's really been a wonderful ride.
Well, I'm so glad you are here, and they're so lucky to have your support and expertise on the board. Thanks, Nancy, for stopping by and sharing some of your Strathmore experiences with us.
Thank you.
BizArts in Rockville engages community residents in crafts, classes, summer camps, exhibitions, and more. Videographer Lauren Olson captures the magic moments students and staff there create. Arts lovers like you will find more information on our stories and our show at mainfusion.org. Check us out. Well, that's it for this monthly edition of Montgomery Arts Infusion. We hope you enjoyed the stories and the information about the creative arts and artists who are thriving in Montgomery County. There's much more here for us to explore. Be sure to join us next month on MAI. Don't miss it. Until then, be well and be creative.